The economic crisis forced the EU to bunker down and adopt unpopular measures to stem the flow of the bleeding economy. But now, as Europe gets out of the black, is it time for a different approach?
The austerity part has done its, let's say, due effect on containing the crisis. Now we need to undertake measures which will give boost to the economy, which will also increase spending.
A big crowd for an inter-parliamentary conference at Parliament, bringing together members of national parliaments, MEPs and representatives of all institutions. The agenda, a simple one, finding a way to wrestle economic governance away from European powers and create a greater sense of democracy via wider policy coordination.
Il n'y a pas de politique économique qui puisse être couronnée de succès si elle ne fait pas l'objet d'un débat démocratique. Et donc l'enjeu de cette conférence, c'est diagnostiquer ou débattre en tout cas de ces orientations de politique économique.
But instead of talking, they did a lot of arguing.
There's a much deeper and a much wider problem, and that is the whole question of the democracy in the European Union. And I think that the people will vote accordingly, unfortunately, more from the far right.
And it wasn't just members of national parliaments who clashed. Even the president of the European Parliament had a bone to pick.
Europe has been stumbling from one crisis summit to another. Decisions which affect all Europeans were increasingly being taken by heads of states and governments behind closed doors.
At the height of the crisis, the so-called Troika, that is the Commission, European Central Bank and International Monetary Fund, cobbled together to impose their will on member states. With the crisis over, MEPs are questioning its legislative legitimacy, calling for it to be dismantled or rebooted. The European Parliamentary Week continues till Wednesday, finding ways to increase the democratic process of economic policy, correcting macroeconomic imbalances in member states and financing the real economy.